This is the configuration tool user manual for CM108B and HS100B. First, let's explain how to query vendor ID and product ID of the USB audio device. Right-click the Start icon and select Device Manager. Right-click USB audio device and select Properties. Click Details and select Hardware IDs. The red frame is Vendor ID and Product ID. Then, execute the configuration tool. Fill in the vendor ID and product ID of the USB device. Then connect and start the tool. If the EEPROM is empty, it will show this Windows and OK for next step. Fill in the vendor ID and product ID, manufacturer string, product string, serial string that need to be changed. This sheet introduces the volume setting of playback, microphone and AA path. There are 3 parameters: maximum, minimum and initial value can be modified for each volume. For example, you can check the audio mixer on Windows to understand what the meaning for maximum, minimum and initial value. This is our IC block diagram. You can refer where the gain setting are with DAC, ADC, AA path and booster. We provide the booster for microphone. It is a preamplifier before the ADC and provides up to 8 or 22 dB. You can select mode 0 for 22 dB and mode 1 for 8 dB. You can check the audio mixer on Windows to understand where the boost election is. Due to the limitation of Windows, it is called AGC, not boost. This sheet introduces the topology and other parameters setting. Output terminal can select headset and speaker mode, and ADC can select synchronize and asynchronize mode. For output terminal, default is speaker mode, and you can also change it for headset mode. You can check the audio mixer on Windows to understand what the difference between speaker and headset. ADC can select synchronize and asynchronous mode. Synchronize mode is more compatibility for Windows and other platforms. You also can search the video file by asynchronous USB audio for more detail introduce. We also provide a high-pass filter. HPF is an electronic filter that passes signals with a frequency higher than a certain cutoff frequency and attenuates signals with frequencies lower than the cutoff frequency. The default is turn on. Notice to remember to click Save EEPROM to make sure all the settings are changed. It shows that Save EEPROM is successful. Please unplug and plug the USB device. When the erase function is pressed, all the strings, vendor ID, product ID and parameter settings that have just been changed will be cleared and restored to the default state. Then it shows Erase EEPROM completely. Please unplug and re-plug the USB device. The function of EEPROM to file is to save the parameter of EEPROM and create a bin file. After clicking EEPROM to file, the Save As window will appear. Enter the file name in the file name field and click Save to complete the saving. Then it shows EEPROM to file completely. The function of file to EEPROM is to load the bin file to EEPROM. When click File to EEPROM and it will show this window. Then select the bin file which you want to upload and click Open to upload the bin file to EEPROM. Then it shows File to EEPROM completely. Please unplug and re-plug the USB device. You can find the configuration tool version on this page.